Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I'm here today with another new try thing. I don't really know much about this show, but it was sort of recommended by somebody, you know who you are, and they said, if you like things like Berserk or Game of Thrones, it might be for you. And they had me at Burr. Uh, like, before Berserk was even finished, I'm like, alright, well, watching that. Okie dokie. Uh, yeah, so, I don't know. This is Goblin Slayer. I've seen this pop up in my YouTube feed. Lots of people appear to be reacting to it. It seems like it's probably got some shock value, gory, gutsy stuff in it that is the reason that it's being reacted to so much. That's just my guess. I'm like blind as a bat going into this. I know nothing. I have read nothing. I have seen nothing. I know nada. Zip zero nada goose eggs. I know what one of you has said, which is that maybe it might be worth watching. Uh, the Fate of Particular Adventures is the first episode. The second episode is called Goblin Slayer, and it simulcasts on Saturdays at 9:30 a.m. Neat. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if this is medievally fantasy. I don't know if it's isekai. I don't know what we're dealing with here at all. Me blind. Me blind boy. Um that being said, if it's good, it might find a place on my list somewhere. I don't know. There have been too many good shows this season. Like, too many shows that, at least from their first two episodes, are wins for me. To go down the list really quickly, things that are wins for me, uh, uh, Zombieland Saga. Ding 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 ding! Ding ding! Winner! Excellent. Gridman just got better. Like, woo! Episode 2, it was better. I didn't expect it to get better. I expected it to just keep plodding along, but I was totally wrong because trigger. Um, Bunny Girl. Bunny Girl Senpai. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. It got me. It definitely got me. It's very different from the rest of the shows that are wins. The rest of them have had something vibrant and powerful. It's powerful in a different way. It's slow and steady and calm and quite nice. Quite nice. Quite like it. I think it fits by being very different from the rest of the shows that I've watched, at least in the last couple days. Um, those have all been wins so far. I have still yet to watch the running one that's made by the Haikyuu creators. Haven't watched it yet, and I have yet to watch Karakuri Circus. But those are also on my docket. I'll probably get to them tomorrow. Tonight, however, Goblin Slayer, Episode 1. As I said, I know nothing. I know the title. It's called Goblin Slayer, and this one is called The Fate of Particular Adventurers. I don't know what else it's gonna be. I figure it's probably bloody. Yeah, I'm on Munchie Bowl, and uh, this will have to be timer based, I'm sure. And there will be a beep beep timer. It'll go boop 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 beep, and on the beep, if you want to play along, then you can play along and press on the beep. Same thing with the green light. They happen on the same frame, so nice. I'm gonna push the button. Okay, shock value. Disturbing scenes, viewer description is advised. Wow, we start off with blood and gore. It's kind of dark and dark. That's about it. Ooh, we got a It looks like Asuna getting murdered. I like this. I do like this. This feels like a misdirect. Fire in her eyes. Are we leading into an OP? No. I want to be an adventurer. Sloblin glare. By the way, that's called a spoonerism. We switch the first letters or first sounds of a. Okay. She's a mage of sorts, or a healer type. What would they be in Dark Souls? What would they be? Not paladin. Cleric? Cleric. She's a cleric. Okay, so they're demons, goblins. We're doing world setup through the bar. Interesting. Priestess. That works too. Cleric, priestess are really the same thing. You're an adult now. Kind of lowly. Okay. Is this real life? So you're wood tier. Bronze 5. This feels like Konosuba. Feels... huh? Dead, dead. Maybe not dead. For you, that looked like I was going the other way. Nah, you know what? They're all dead. All 3 of them are dead. This is before the opening scene, and the blood that we saw dripping was one of theirs. But you're gonna run into something worse than goblins. Those are good voice actors, though. So... who is she? I've heard her voice before. Doubt it. Things get hairy, I'll take care of it. Okay. Cave, cool. Something extra ominous about that thingy? Of course, she's right. Yeah, but you're not gonna run into goblins. So this is the real world? Doubt it. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. You're dead. Yup. You just called the beasts, by the way. Just like Lord of the Rings, full of a took. She's the first to die. She's the first to go. Got the dripping so that it links it in our minds. Good. Also, that cave was shaped like an eye, which is interesting. Boy! Boy! Excuse me? You didn't refill your Estus flask? Excuse me? But they're minor healing. And they're limited. Okay. I figured that figure that we saw in the intro coming into the cave was the actual Goblin Slayer. You did. Everywhere. That's a bad. Oh, hey, it's goblins. Yeah, but it's a swarm. And what's your limit? Oh, first to die. Oh, that got rapey. Well, called it. Most crucial member of your party. Bye bye. Actually, I guess your warrior would probably be the most crucial because everyone else seems like a backliner. What is she? Is she a rogue or a ninja or something? Dude, is she dead? I'm pretty sure she's dead. Yo, yeah. Oh. Oh, yep. You did not sufficiently pepper your Angus, my friend. Oh, shit. That callback. That was good. Sparks were good. Sword goes flying. He's dead. Bye-bye. Rip in pieces. Welcome to the world. She's dead. You two? There aren't two. There's only one there. Is she a monk? Don't tell me she's a monk. She's a fucking monk. She's actually pretty... Uh-oh. It's a troll. It's probably not a troll, but... Swiggity swooty. I'm coming for that booty. Ah... You're dead. And here we are. Okay. Is the blood drip drip? Alright, nice and brutal. Oh, wow, we got rapey. Okay. Full rapey. Wow, like, not even hiding it. Not even suggesting it. Like, full bloody rapey. Okay. I'm good with that. Wow, they are raping her corpse. Alrighty. Okay. I don't think goblins care if you're sorry. She's dead. Oh, she's not dead? Okay, so this is where we start. Hello. Oh, God. Oh, and the arrow, right. She had an arrow in her. So now you're going to get saved by the real Goblin Slayer. Wow, these goblins are fucking rapey. Pissing yourself? Damn, goblins suck. Hey, Goblin Slayer. Hey, real guy. He's probably the one who left those posts up. Ooh. Ooh, we got a little death metal flair there. Nope. Is that a Gladius? Looks like it. This is a good build up for this character. He's got some kind of mysterious soldier type thing going on. Okay. Neat. He threw his sword. That was to save her. Okay. Hi, how's it going? Okay. Saw that coming. OP? Nope. Not until next episode. Or it'll be the ending of this one. He's silver? Oh, okay. Probably should have just broken that off. That's okay, though. He's got potions. Too late. Harsh reality? Oh. I see. He will. Got him. Yep. Alrighty. Okay. Good. This was good setup for this character. Good. Yeah, good setup for the world and good setup for not her. Good setup for him. I mean. Useless. Take stock of what you got. Double tap. Good. All right. Oh, he's doing something else. Proof. Oh. Oh. Wrong choice of weaponry. That's why he uses a Gladius. Hmm. Mmm. Nice. That's okay. That's good. This is pretty well written. Hmm. Too late. I'm sure. A lot. Enough to survive. Wait, what? Your sword is useless because there's too much blood on it? Excuse me? It's metal. You just flick it. You just flick it. Okay. The lips weren't synced to her voice. That's okay. It's okay. I mean, I see where the budget went into this episode, so. Get the shaman, get out. Okay, so that one's coming. Has he set traps for them? Yeah, jump over that. Yep. Oh, shit. Keep running. Good music. Explosive. Just gonna throw the torch at it or something. Oil. Yeah. Yeah. There's a torch. There it goes. Okay, good. She's been raped to death, probably. No? Oh, okay. Oh, so he's just gonna wait and kill them as they come out. Hmm. There she is. Probably just wants to die. Treasure? Or their stock of... Oh. The baby goblins. Damn. Yep, time to kill the kids. Don't feel sympathy. Don't feel sympathy. Good. Hmm. Hmm. Good. Merciless, brutal. Good. Good. As it should be. Yina. Blood drips on her staff, yep. She was not prepared for this. OP used as ED? Nope. that's not what's gonna happen to her. She's gonna join up with Goblin Slayer. Is that Goblin Slayer is a badass. Also, can I join your party, please? Nice. That'll help. Stop a blade. Yes. No, show's over. Okay. I'll watch through this. Interesting that we just get a credit roll. This could be the OP. This is White Fox. Oh, right, of course it is. Yeah, I saw it come up when I was looking up White Fox, just to check on some stuff that they had done. Were those Thai names? I think so. Well, either Thai or Vietnamese, I really don't know. I think Thai. Yeah, there is a bit more than a minute left. So, oh no, there isn't actually, so there probably isn't an after credits scene. But I'll wait and see. Okay, preview. Neato. So that was interesting. I mean, it was interesting. I found it predictable. Um, not in a bad way. Not at all. Not in a bad way at all. I was trying to predict it, and frankly, I'm jaded. Okay, so if you didn't catch that from the way that I've reacted to it, I'm somewhat jaded when it comes to a show attempting to be edgy, which is what this show was very much trying to do. It's trying to be very edgy. I can stop this other recording. Trying to be edgy and grab attention and pull people in. You know, it's like Attack on Titan episode 1. Except AOT episode 1 kind of does it better, I think. And I mean, AOT has a stellar premise, and it wins episode 1 on the premise alone. But this has a much more standard premise. It's very familiar. We start off very familiar with the guild hall, all that. They give away the game right off the bat with the blood dripping, terrified girl scene, and then we see the girl earlier, not terrified and no arrow in her arm. Meet some noobs, and they go and they get themselves killed because they're noobs. Yeah, mostly the leader's fault, or the boy's fault, because he's just a dum-dum. They get killed. They went all out on the brutality. I can see why one of you said that it was controversial. I can see that. Lots of blood and the very explicit rapey scenes, which were good, in my opinion. Like, I'm not a fan of rape or anything like that. Let's be clear. I'm quite a fan of it being used as a storytelling device. Because it is visceral and it should have produce a strong reaction. I don't think that those characters had enough build up, but they were disposable, so it's understandable. And they had a 20-minute episode to do this. And the entire point of the episode is, of course, not to set up those characters, but to set up our girl. And more than that, the guy who has the most lines of dialogue in the show, as far as I know so far. And certainly the most screen time. Actually, they probably are about equal in terms of screen time, but he has the most budget. Let's put it that way. Easily the most budget is put into Goblin Slayer himself. Just, I mean, the scene with him walking in was probably one of the higher budget scenes in this show. Or in this episode 1. You know what? I am... yeah, okay. I'll start recording that again. And I'll mute this and let's go on through. So we see this, the fire in her eyes, but it's not really fire in her eyes, it's just a reflection of his flame, his torch. Excuse me, please. Right. So yeah, okay, so we get a glimpse of him, and he's rather high budget. I mean, just that eye effect that he's got going on is... Wow, why does Crunchyroll do this? That's some bullshit, Crunchyroll. Please. Okay, so we got that. Guys talking. Ranks. Real quick. Exposition girl gives us exposition. They all suck. It was pretty easy to call that they were all gonna die. I actually thought that the mage was not going to die until they said that she's the strongest member of our party, and if anything goes wrong, she'll handle it. And then I knew she was the first to die, because that's how you kick despair in, right? That's how you hit us with despair. It's like, oh, she's the one we're gonna rely on. Get her gone. He's talking some bullshit. Hits his sword, which is a nice setup. There are the sparks that time. Yeah. So here. Besides, she's a wizard who graduated from the Sages Academy. No. No, not gonna happen. You're dead. She's dead first. And you're gonna get raped to death. Basically. What the heck is this? Yeah, so that catches their attention. Actually, I wonder, do we see... Oh, yeah, they walk right past it. We see this hole with the shadows in it, and they walk right past it. It's just shot as though it's an artistic decision that's like melting into the background or whatever. That's pretty good that it was there, and if you were really thinking and paying attention, you would notice. That's pretty good. Okay, you heard sound. And goblins. Shit's wrong. She fireballs one and is ecstatic. Stupid. You don't have an AoE spell, so you are going to get raped. Sorry to say rape a lot, but there's a lot of rape. There's a lot of rape going on. So first you get stabbed in the gut with a poison knife. She's dead already. And use the healing. Not gonna work. And he's just being a dingus. Yeah, and of course he gets stabbed while he stabs. He's also been poisoned, probably. So... Tink! No luck for you. And they go all out. Actually, that was sort of unfortunate. Yeah, wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, where? Come on. There we go. So that goblin just swung an axe on his wrist, and there was a blood splatter, and there's no injury on his wrist. Consistency. It's okay, they're all disposable characters. There was no need for anything except blood splatters, and they were doing a quick flash shot, so all they have to do is express to us that yes, he's dead. Good. She's a monk. By monk, I just mean fist fighter, hand-to-hand combat. I'm going by like RPG character things because we got the priestess and stuff. We got Big Boy. He flings her around a bit. It's pretty brutal. And they start tearing her clothing off, and it gets rapey. One of them holds her down, or a bunch of them hold her down, and then, yeah, she's in this position, very clear what's going on, and then this one is lining it up, if you will. Yeah, and we get goblin stuff and fingernails in, bloody rape, and her eyes widen as penetration occurs, like straight up. That was goblin penetration right there. And then there was yep, there's more, and she's there and just like catatonic and getting raped. At this point, I actually thought she was dead. Probably would have been better that way. But yeah, so they're just going at it. Very explicit, very straightforward. And they're gonna do the same. And she pees herself, which grabs their attention. They laugh at her. She's freaking out, and hello, Goblin Slayer! And he does some stuff. So yeah, he's probably all CG. Probably. Actually, you know what? He might be fully traditional. I don't really know. I can't tell. If it is CG, it's some of the better done CG that I've seen. This is all traditional for sure. Yeah, I guess he's traditional. I think the opening shot of him with the red stuff and stuff like that was CG. Looking at the way his armor moves, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Nah, I think he's traditional. Okay, doesn't really matter. She's a goner. They get about as close to nudity as they can get. He's killing goblins, doing it well, double tapping, explains some stuff, explains a lot of stuff. Yep. No, he's traditional. I saw the frame delay there. Okay. Good. Good. I mean, it would be understandable for a large armored dude to be with pretty fair detail on his armor that has to they have to do light on him. Oh, that was CG. Traditional. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. All the budget is on Goblin Slayer himself. All of it. I mean, he's the title character. Yeah, she's fucked. And some more explanation, he kills some kids, which is good. Good from a story perspective, good from a, like, that's what he should do in this situation, and good because I guess some people might be like, oh no, kids. And she joins up with Goblin Slayer. Okay. Yeah, you know, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I want to see where it goes from here. I want next episode to show me what our primary plot objective is. The problem that I have with edgy gory stuff like this for a first episode, excuse me, for first episode, the problem that I have with it is that it could fizzle real hard. Like, what percentage of the season's budget went into that first episode to grab people and get them to start watching this show? I don't know. If it continues at that caliber of combat and at that caliber of animation on Goblin Slayer himself, then that would be good. if it can build a story out of the nothing that we have at this point, because we have nothing. We have girl has been through some shit and has joined up with guy who is much more experienced and powerful than she is. That's nothing. That's got some world setup. It's brutal. It's gory. It's blah blah blah. Okay. Does it enthrall me? Does it hook me? No. No, it doesn't. You probably noticed that I was deadpan as fuck throughout this reaction. I'm sorry for that, but I'm not going to fake reactions ever. I'm just not ever going to be deceitful. That was how I felt about it. I felt like, okay, this is the writing is better than expected, but the GutsnGore is exactly what I expected. It's GutsnGore. It's used specifically for a specific purpose, and when I've seen a lot of films and a lot of anime and specifically a lot of horror film and a lot of and the thing about horror film is it's a study in manipulating your audience. That's what horror film is. A number of the greatest filmmakers all started out as horror filmmakers, and the reason that they became the greatest filmmakers is because they learned how to manipulate their audience from their days in horror. And you can take that and you can transition it over into any genre, whether it's sci-fi or rom-com. You can transition it over and you can use the same techniques for the same purpose. I've also taken quite a number of film classes, and one specifically on horror film. This kind of GutsnGore stuff doesn't affect me very much anymore. It registers as decisions made by the directors and the staff. It doesn't hit me viscerally. Sometimes things do, and when they do, that's when I'm excited, and I'll go into it, and then I'll analyze it so that I understand what's being done and why it affected me. In this case, it did not affect me. What registered was they used a lot of GutsnGore. They went straight for the hardcore rape and were very explicit about it. They used nudity in a non enticing context, so nudity used in a horror sense, which is quite common. And that gives us a body horror element where if we're empathizing with the girls who are getting raped, then we feel like oh god no right. I mean, look, go watch some Korean revenge films if you want to be actually shocked by rapey bloody stuff. Watch some Korean revenge films. They'll get you. They get me after multiple viewings. They're true brutality and done with live action. This, okay. I can see for sure why this is super reactable, if you will. You know? Like, but it's low-hanging fruit. It is low-hanging fruit. I'm gonna watch the next episode. If they can set up a plot, I'll be in. That's my stance right now. This episode had a very specific purpose. It was to horrify and disgust and make us feel for our MC girl character and make us see Goblin Slayer as a badass and sort of as our rescuer, in a sense. And to set up a world. That was its purpose. Grab your attention, set up the girl, show some horror. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna wrap it up. I've been Teeaboo. I hope you've enjoyed it more than I have. Honestly, I hope you've enjoyed it more than I have. Normally I say I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I won't say that I didn't enjoy it. I think it was 20 minutes well spent. But I hope you enjoyed it more. And I hope that you're not as jaded as I am. Because I am kind of jaded to these things, and I'm aware that I'm jaded to these things. and I'm aware that probably doesn't make for the most interesting of reactions. Sorry, I'm not gonna like scream my guts out over this. I'm a lot more hyped for Gridman, to be honest. I'm a lot more hyped for Gridman because it makes me feel things. I'm a lot more hyped for Zombieland Saga because it makes me laugh my ass off. I'm a lot more hype for Bunny Girl because it really interests me, and I want to see how it plays out and where it can go, and the characters I am attached to already. This I have no attachment to. I don't feel anything for this girl. I don't feel anything for Goblin Slayer except that he's a pretty cool guy in suit of armor with no face and knows things about combat because he was written to. He's no guts. Not yet. He could become one. And to be honest, episode 1 of Berserk started out fairly similarly. You know, we get this mysterious, it's just done better, mysterious swordsman guy who is a badass, right? But there's also hints at all the other stuff that's going on. This, we got no hints. There's nothing. And for our girl character, her motivation is I want to become an adventurer. That is the only character thing that she has said. The rest of what she did during this episode was, she was worried that they were unprepared, and then she was horrified for the rest of the episode. Just her purpose was to be horrified and watch Goblin Slayer do goblin slaying things. And be horrified that he would kill child goblins, which is a good idea, so okay. Oh, and to puke. And to pee herself. Yeah, so basically bodily functions and fear. That's her character depth at this point. Goblin Slayer's character depth is I'm good at swinging swords and I can throw oil and stuff. And I know how to kill goblins. At the same time, this doesn't need to do much more than that. That's what it says it is, and that's what it is. It has delivered on its premise. There is a slayer of goblins. And we saw some, in this case, what was this episode called? The Fate of Particular Adventurers. Yes, we saw some particular adventurers meet their fate, and it was brutal. Okay. Okay. Alright, as I said, wrapping it up. I've been Teeaboo. I hope you've enjoyed it more than I have. I hope you came into it with fresh wide eyes. Oh, sweet summer child. I won't say that I didn't enjoy it. I did. It was quite well done. I'm hesitant. I don't know if they'll be able to deliver on a story. This episode has 5 stars with 5,808 votes on Crunchyroll, and I disagree. I give it a 3.5. From my jaded perspective. From the perspective of somebody who has not seen the kinds of things that I have seen, who does not have the background that I have, sure, I can understand why it could be a 5. No, I can't. It's not that good. It's really not. It's good. It'll make you feel things, I guess. I don't know. I'm saying the same thing over and over. I'm gonna shut up now. I hope you enjoyed it more than I did. And I will watch the second episode. If it catches me, then you won't see it, and it will be up on Patreon for early access. And I will watch this. If it does not catch me, I will release the second episode with my thoughts and my reasoning for why I'm not going to continue the series immediately. Yeah, because I don't see a reason to make that premium content if I don't think it's premium content. You see? You feel me? You feel me? Okay. So, Goblin Slayer episode 1, it was okay. I'll watch the second one. I hope to catch you there. Peace.